In the heart of London, nestled among the bustling streets, lies the British Museum, one of the world's greatest reservoirs of human knowledge. Among its countless artifacts, one particular object stands out. It is one of the most important artifacts in human history. A key to unlocking the secrets of an ancient civilization. A humble slab of black basalt, barely a meter long, that dates back to 196 BC, bearing inscriptions in 3 scripts. Its discovery by a French soldier during Napoleon's campaign in Egypt changed modern Egyptology and our understanding of ancient history's greatest civilization. This artifact is the Rosetta Stone. In the annals of history, few puzzles have captivated the human mind like the enigmatic hieroglyphs of ancient Egypt. Hundreds of temples, statues, reliefs, and papyri spread all around Egypt contain this ancient script, providing a treasure trove of knowledge on the history and customs of ancient Egyptians. But for centuries, these intricate symbols remained a mystery, a tantalizing cipher to be cracked by intrepid scholars. The decipherment of hieroglyphs was a monumental challenge. Unlike other ancient scripts, hieroglyphs were a combination of phonetic signs, ideograms, and symbols, making them incredibly complex. The quest to decipher hieroglyphs began in earnest in the early 19th century, fueled by the pioneering efforts of scholars like Jean-François Champollion. But progress was slow, hindered by the lack of a key to unlock the mysteries of the ancient script. The breakthrough came with the discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1799 in the town of Rosetta, today's Rashid. It was found by a French officer of engineers in Napoleon's army. According to one account, it was lying on the ground. According to another, it was built into a very old wall. The officer discovered that on one side of the stone were a line of strange characters, as well as long lines of Greek characters. When Napoleon heard of the stone, he ordered it taken to Cairo and placed in the Institut National. After Napoleon's defeat, the stone came into British possession and eventually found its way to the British Museum. Plaster casts of the stone were made, and copies of its text were studied independently by European scholars. They immediately realized it was truly a remarkable find. It bore inscriptions in 3 scripts: Greek, Demotic, a derivative of Egyptian, and hieroglyphics, ancient Egyptian. Each section seemed to be a translation of the others. This unique combination provided the key to deciphering the mysterious hieroglyphs, which had long puzzled scholars. Since Greek was a known language, scholars had a starting point for decipherment. Through painstaking efforts, scholars like Jean-François Champollion compared the Greek text with the hieroglyphs, identifying corresponding words and sounds. In 1822, Champollion made his historic breakthrough. Through his meticulous studies, he successfully deciphered the hieroglyphic text on the Rosetta Stone, revealing the name of the Egyptian pharaoh Ptolemy and opening the door to a treasure trove of ancient knowledge. But how did he actually do it? It was assumed by scholars, and assumed correctly, that the oval Cartouchian hieroglyphics always contained a royal name. And it was clear from the Greek letters on the stone that the inscription concerned Ptolemy, Egypt's then ruler. And since the same cartouche was repeated 6 times in the text with only slight modifications, then the cartouche had to contain Ptolemy's name. And the characters represented the sounds of the Greek letters in Ptolemy's name. And altogether, they would represent the Greek form of the name Ptolemy. This was an astounding start. On a different obelisk discovered in Philae in 1815, there was an inscription in 2 languages, Egyptian and Greek. In the Greek portion, 2 royal names are mentioned, Ptolemy and Cleopatra. And on the second face of the obelisk, there are 2 cartouches close together, which scholars assumed represented the same 2 names, Cleopatra and Ptolemy. When these were compared to the cartouches on the Rosetta Stone, he realized that one of the cartouches on the obelisk was identical to the cartouches on the Rosetta Stone. So, he correctly assumed that the cartouche on the Rosetta Stone and the obelisk had to contain the name of Ptolemy in hieroglyphic characters. This was a monumental breakthrough. He now had 2 sets of hieroglyphic characters that represented the names of Ptolemy and Cleopatra. Comparing the 2 sets and the individual signs, he was able to decipher which Greek letter and sound each symbol stood for. These are the cartouches that represent Ptolemy and Cleopatra's names. Number 1 and number 5 on each set are identical, so they must represent the same letter. The first letter of Ptolemy and the 5th letter of Cleopatra is the letter P. So now they had the sign that represented P, a small square box. From there, they slowly and painstakingly deciphered the letters of the names one by one and the corresponding hieroglyphic symbols. Once deciphered, it was revealed that the Rosetta Stone text honored the first anniversary of Ptolemy V's coronation, outlined laws for maintaining temples, described the benefits of Egyptian priesthood, and listed rules for rituals and religious observances. Champollion's method was revolutionary. By identifying common words and patterns across the scripts, he was able to decipher the phonetic values of hieroglyphic signs and unlock the underlying structure of the language. Slowly but surely, the ancient language began to reveal its secrets. Champollion's decipherment of hieroglyphs was a triumph of intellect and perseverance. It opened up a wealth of knowledge about Egyptian culture, religion, and daily life. Suddenly, texts that were once incomprehensible became windows into the past. It not only transformed our understanding of ancient Egypt, but also laid the foundation for the study of other ancient languages and cultures. Today, the legacy of Champollion and the Rosetta Stone lives on, inspiring generations of scholars to unravel the mysteries of the past. The decipherment of hieroglyphs stands as a testament to the power of human curiosity and the enduring quest for knowledge. As we gaze upon the Rosetta Stone, we are reminded of the remarkable journey from ignorance to understanding and the timeless quest to unlock the secrets of the ancient world.